If more money makes your chest tighten, you've found your real revenue cap here. Like I talk with coaches every week who are doing 50, 60, $70,000 a month, and they're constantly looking at this new AI agent or this way to scale their team. But here's the thing, like a good leadership, your team doesn't need another SOP, like they need a regulated leader, and a regulated nervous system shows up as a nice juicy profit and loss statement. But if you are capped on what your nervous system can accept as far as money, you will forever magically be stuck there. Maybe your setter stops performing for some reason. Sure, we could trace that back. Maybe your ads stopped performing, but your ads did well. They got you to there. You looked at the data objectively and found it. But for some reason, now you're looking at it as they stopped performing because you're running a story inside your subconscious that says, I don't deserve this. I don't deserve more money. I can't hold this much money. This much more money than this scares me, even though you've already seen success and handled it. And now, a lot of successful coaches that I talk to, the type A hard chargers, they go, well, I get it. It's completely illogical and I just need to push through it. But y'all have been pushing through it already, right? Like that's the thing. That's the rub is you've created the peace and calm. And in that, you've realized that the chaos was always within you. Ooh, that one probably knocked a couple of you right off your chairs because you go, oh, yeah, you're right. I created the 20, 30, 50, $70,000 a month, but then I realized that I was still had the noise that I thought would go away, the noise I thought I could quiet by hitting my first $10,000 a month, but it only got louder. So I went 20, but then it got louder. And every new level that I got to, the noise got louder too. Ooh. So what did I do? Did I address it? That stuff that I thought I had left behind me. Yeah, you left it behind. You chained to your fucking ankles as you try and move forward. And guess what? You can only move so fast with that stuff chained to you. And that limit might be $5,000 a month for some coaches. For others of you, it's 50, 60, $75,000 a month. And you think that you can't get to 100K a month because of your systems or how you run your team. But here's the thing, the people that figured out the systems, that figured out how to run their team, they didn't have a magic system. They had a regulated nervous system. They didn't have things in their subconscious that prevent them from being able to celebrate their wins. That's why each new level feels empty to you. That's why $30,000 a month, your original goal, isn't enough now. And hey, maybe like 100K a month, let's go. Let's create that. But if you can't sit and enjoy the wins when they happen of making more money in a year, in a month than most people make in a year, something's fucked. And that something is likely an inherited money story. It's watching your parents go through bankruptcy. It's watching a divorce happen and a parent struggle. It's watching one parent work themselves to the bone. It's watching an aunt or an uncle go through a shitty divorce because they were always, but you know they were really well off. They had this massive lake house, but alcoholism and affairs ran rampant. Well, that stuff patterns into our subconscious. And whether we like it or not, it plays a role in what we can do. It plays a role in the actions we take. And it will forever be this invisible limiter on our ceiling, on our income ceiling, on our revenue ceiling, on our performance ceiling. And everybody in the industry right now is trying to sell you some brand new funnel or some AI chatbot or whatever, some fancy new thing to make business easier. And that's great. But if your nervous system is set up in a way that is going to make business harder on you, well, then all the tools in the world are only going to make the noise inside louder because you're going to wonder, oh, I have this thing, this thing, this thing, and this thing. Why isn't it working the way it does for other people? Well, because those people probably have a more regulated nervous system, or they might have even more noise they're running from. There's a fun thought. And it's all going to come crashing down for them sooner or later, too. Maybe it has already, and you're watching them rebuild. And you're wondering, they're acting very, very similar to the first time they made this run. What's different? Maybe nothing. Maybe we're just waiting for the impending collapse. Tangents aside, If the thought of more money makes your chest tighten, that's your real revenue cap. Now, how do we solve that, right? How do we solve for the chest tightening at the thought of more money? Well, that's just expansion, Chase. No, that's contraction. And while some pressure is necessary for a system to flow, like this whole new age idea that it all needs to be flow, well, without pressure, there's only stagnancy. So yes, some pressure, but that pressure can be self-applied. It doesn't mean that pressure needs to be our inherited uh, energetic maelstrom from our parents. It doesn't mean that pressure needs to be something that we feel is our burden to carry. So we have the yoke on our back carrying our fucking generational shit because I'm going to make the generational change. Like, fuck, you are. You're just swinging the pendulum, racking it from one side to the other. And guess what? Your kids are going to pull it back the other way until finally somebody actually addresses the stories under the surface. Now, if you want to create true generational change, you can get past the subconscious autoimmune response that says, no, we don't need to look at that. I just need something tangible. I just need another system for my business. I don't need to look at the multiple failed relationships my mother had that impacted how I look and view myself and view my worthiness and how that's affecting my business. I just need another system. I just need more ad spend. Yeah. Okay. You're going to pass that yoke right on to your kids. I fucking promise you. Or you could create the internal piece to go along with the external success that you've built. And then 10 times out of 10, when people actually apply this work, what I hear is, oh, this is true freedom. Because that's why you started your online coaching business in the first place, right? Was to create freedom. But in it, you realized that you only created more chains because you needed something to mask the fucking pain that you were feeling, the chaos inside. So the stuff you're dragging behind just got heavier and heavier and heavier because you're running faster, faster, and faster, and it's dragging more and more and more. What happens if you finally drop that? And you already have all the momentum that you have. If you finally drop that shit you've been dragging, what happens? I've seen it time and time again from coaches going from somebody who had hit $30,000 months and had a slow season to now $150,000 in 2 months. Somebody who had completely fallen off to now back to multiple 5 figures per month. Somebody who's doing $60,000 a month and credits this work with saving his business. Listen, I got to the end of a call with somebody today, and they said, I can hire Chase because he will help me fix my brain so I can make more money. And that's what we do here. For coaches who already have the systems, who already understand how to make content, how to package an offer, and get you out of your own way so you can do the things that you know that you were born to do. So if you're still here, almost 9 minutes into this recording, if you are almost 9 minutes in, it's because something inside of you is saying, I might need this. Like, this is truly interesting. It's different. Now, the only question is whether you're going to lean into that, whether you're going to go down in the description. There's not going to be a description on this one. It's just one link, and you're going to book a call, and you're going to see what this is all about. Or if you're going to go, nope, I don't need to look at that. I just need to go sit in my fucking hellhole of a story that I'm telling myself. And I don't know. I think I just need to move faster and grind harder and maybe wake up at 2 a.m. instead of 4 a.m. That's probably I don't know. Have fun with that if you want to. But for those of you that actually want to solve this and want real peace inside to match the peace and calm you've created outside and have the freedom that you always that you started out to create, hit up that link and let's talk.